Dear students, let's continue chapter 12, Why Classification. In last class we discussed about taxonomy. So what is taxonomy? It is a branch of biology. There are several branches in biology. For example, genetics, cell biology, microbiology, all these are the branches of biology. Then in genetics we are learning about genes. Then in cell biology we are learning about cells. And in microbiology we are learning about microorganisms. So just like that, taxonomy is also a branch of biology. In taxonomy we are learning how to classify organisms or how to make organisms into different groups based on their similarities and differences. So today first we shall learn about some scientists who makes valuable contributions in taxonomy.
Aristotle, he is the father of biology and he had classified organisms based on red blood cells and those without red blood cells. Then Theophrastus, he is the father of botany. He classified plants into three: annuals, biennials and perennials. Then Charagan, he is an Indian. He is the father of Ayurveda. Then John Ray, he used the term species for the first time. And finally, Carl Linnaeus. He is the father of modern taxonomy and he suggested the taxonomic hierarchy, and also he proposed the binomial nomenclature and scientific naming method for organisms.
So children, now we understood that Carl Linnaeus is the father of modern taxonomy, and he divides or he made a hierarchy in taxonomy. So what is hierarchy? So first we shall write that hierarchy in taxonomy. Taxonomic hierarchy. In taxonomic hierarchy, kingdom comes at the top level. And kingdom is the largest level in the taxonomic hierarchy. Then it comes phylum. After phylum it is class. Then it is order. Then it is family. Then it is genus. And last one is species. So in taxonomic hierarchy, kingdom is the largest level in taxonomic hierarchy. So look at this picture. Here you can see the kingdom, and we can see in kingdom there are a huge number of organisms. And for example, there is kingdom Animalia and kingdom Plantae. So in kingdom Animalia, all animals are included. And in kingdom Plantae, all plants are included. So in this picture you can see the kingdom Animalia. So here there is a load of animals. All animals are included in this group. All animals in this universe is included in this group. So this is the largest group in taxonomy. And again you can see that some of the organisms are excluded from the first level, that is from kingdom. And the next level is formed, and that is phylum. And again some of the organisms are excluded and a new group is formed, and that is class. So look at this picture. Here again you can see some of the organisms are again excluded and a new group is formed, which is known as order, and again divided into family, again divided into genus, and finally the species comes. So species, it is the smallest level, it is the most smallest level in taxonomy.
Now let us learn more details about how to classify organisms. In the given illustration, you can see that the first column is kingdom and it includes all animals. You can see many animals are there in the first box. Then we are dividing again it into phylum. So some of the animals get excluded. So which are the animals that are excluded? Yes, it is fly and butterfly. So why they are excluded? It is based on the criteria given. What was the criteria? It includes vertebrates only. So fly and butterfly are not vertebrates, which means they does not have a vertebral column. So they are excluded from the list. If we again classify these organisms into class Mammalia based on the criteria vertebrates that feed their young ones with milk, we can say that some of the animals again get excluded. Which are they? Yes, the bird get excluded. Why? It is because the bird does not feed their young ones. And again we are classifying this into order Carnivora, and the criteria is that mammals that have teeth to tear off flesh. So some of the animals get excluded. Which are they? Yes, it is rabbit. It is because rabbit is not a carnivore. Again, we are going to classify these organisms based on criteria, those with withdrawable claws along with the features of order Carnivora. Then we can see that the bear get excluded from the group. It is because it does not have a withdrawable claws. Then we can see that again these organisms are classifying into genus Felis based on the criteria shows features of family Felidae, small sized body, no roaring sound. Then we can see that two more animals get excluded, lion and tiger. Finally, we can see that two types of cats are there only in genus Felis. And again, we are classifying these organisms based on the criteria that shows features of family Felidae, small sized body, no roaring sound. So, at last, in species domesticus, you can see a single animal, that is a domestic cat. Now, let us complete the levels of classification of cat. It include in kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata, class Mammalia, order Carnivora, family Felidae, genus Felis, and species Domesticus. The taxonomic hierarchy is not only for animals, it is also for plants. Here you can see the taxonomic hierarchy of coconut tree and mango tree. Now let us learn about diversity in names and binomial nomenclature. Now observe this picture. This bird is having different names. It is called as Uppan, Chempoth, Chagoram in different areas. And then this plant is having different names. It is known as Vatta, Podukanni, Upputhi. And this fruit is known in different names such as papaya, kaplanga, karamusa, omeka. And this organism is known in different names as Padudara, Karinganni, Kalkunnan, Chedumburam, etc.